So when dance music was being originated in Chicago, Detroit, and later New York, they would have to bring their turntables to the clubs because those are the tools that they used at that time. But now that we're in the digital age, I was trying to think of new ways for traveling DJs to go to clubs and play sets without having to take all their equipment with them. For a DJ even to play in his own city, he's got to pack up his vinyls, his turntables, his mixer, his power cords, his audio cords, pack that all into a car. When they get to a club, they have to unpack it and reinstall it, in the dark, possibly when another DJ is playing a set. So at any given time, these guys are carrying around thousands of dollars worth of equipment, so if anything happens to that, it's not exactly a cheap fix. So this is why I'm proposing to install large multi-touch light tables in clubs around the world, because this is a digital setup. All they would need to carry with them to the club to play a set is a small flash drive that houses all of their information. The problem with a flat screen is if there's no buttons or knobs protruding from the table, then the DJ has to look down the entire time to know what the heck he's doing. And this creates a huge disconnect because he loses the much needed interaction with the crowd if he has his head buried in the table all night. It would be too easy to apply a direct representation of a DJ setup on a flat screen, but let's face it, nobody wants to turn a representation of a knob on a flat surface. So my solution is a set of hand gestures that can be applied to a large area that affect the parameters of the music just like any vinyl or CD decks would. Here's an example of a side-by-side comparison of a turntable and a touchscreen. First of all, you might notice that there is no mixer, and that's because I've combined the mixer right into each deck. Depending on what hand gesture you use, you will call upon these specific functions. You can spin the platter forward to jump forward into the song. To play the track, simply nudge the circle forward. To activate your track volume, use 4 fingers to slide down, or in this case up, to turn up the song. To change the beats per minute or the tempo, use 1 finger to tap in a repetitive motion. To tap slower with 1 finger is to slow the track down, or to speed it up, tap faster. In order to change your EQ settings from your mixer, use a 1-finger slide to change the highs or the trebles, 2-finger slide to change the midtones, and 3 to affect the lows or the bass of the track. As you can see, we're bringing the bass back into the song slowly. In order to pull up your track list, simply tap once anywhere in the tan area. Your songs and playlists will slide open for you to choose from. Once you find a song that you like, just drag it to the deck you want to put it on. We're going to turn the volume for the right deck up with 4 fingers so it matches the volume of the left deck. In order to beat match or sync the songs together, I will use a repetitive 1-finger tap to match the song that is already playing. And again to start the song with a little nudge forward. You can't hear the song yet because our crossfader is still all the way to the left, which means you can only hear the left deck. To fade the song in, slowly slide the crossfader to the middle so you can hear both tracks at once. A feature that's not easily doable on the turntables is looping. To create a loop, use a 2-finger pinch out from the center. The longer you pinch out, the longer the loop will become. In this case, I've created a 4-beat loop. Once you turn looping on, you can quickly change the loop length from the numbers on the right. I will shorten the loop down to 2 beats. And now 1 so you can hear the difference. Now we will slowly fade the left song out by sliding the crossfader almost all the way to the right. I will turn down the highs on the left deck to make a smoother transition from one song to the next. As you might have noticed, there is a small number above the right progress bar. This indicates a cue point. Cue points enables you to access different parts of a song at any time. Because I'm using a digital setup, my preferences were saved. The last time I played this song, I put a cue point in the middle of the track. To make a cue point, place your thumb down on the table and tap once with another finger. Now I'm able to continually jump to that part of the song by pushing the numbers. Now I want to jump to the cue point I made in the previous session. Another feature are the table effects. These are the small circles located on the bottom portions of each deck. The further you drag out an effect, the more intense the effect becomes. For now there are 6 effects: the echo, loop roll, the bit effect, the strobe, the phaser, and the flanger. I'll demonstrate the loop roll. So as you can see, I'm able to apply a specific gesture to a large area on the table without having to look down at the screen the whole time to affect the parameters of the music. So let's talk about how this works. Essentially, you make your setup at home. That's things like put your playlist together, your songs in order, and then put it all into your flash drive. And then you bring that to the club where you just plug it right into the table, and then your interface grows from there. The table is actually big enough to hold 2 people, so this means 4 decks at once. So now, I as a single person can spin 4 decks, have a combined show with another DJ, or have a DJ battle all on the fly. Now the back of this table actually has regular audio outputs for analog equipment, so you're able to plug in synthesizers, vinyl turntables, drum kits. And this is where things get really interesting, because we can have a setup now where we can have a vinyl DJ now play with a digital DJ all in the same show.
Tap, tap, tap.